right, let's look at these questions at the end and talk about them a little bit. So for the speed of sound lab, we made a couple changes to what our usual equations were. One of them is, instead of writing lambda, we said lambda wasn't just the 4L. We had to add on this like 0.4d thing on the end. This 0.4d is because depending on the diameter of our pipe, that rebound location, so remember, it's vibrating here at the end. So in order for this equation to work, we have to give it an effective end of the pipe because it kind of bubbles out a little bit. So that's where that 0.4 is coming from. And so now looking at some of those questions. So I have my frequency 1, frequency 2, frequency 3 here. And so I look at them and I see that the speed average that I'm coming up with for each of these frequencies is getting a little bit bigger each one. And what I want to think about is, this one was, say, 220, this was like 440, and this one was like 1,000 hertz. Okay. Now, I'm seeing a pretty substantial increase in frequency. Am I seeing a pretty substantial increase in velocity? No, but I am seeing one there. Okay, so my data, yes, is showing an increase based on frequency, but the next question asks, is it statistically significant? Meaning, this is the velocity that I was expecting to get, is this red line. Now, each of them is off a little bit, but if I'm comparing all of them to the same line, I should be getting the same number. So why am I not getting the same number for each one? Well, if I think about just in this first one, I had a slow and a fast. I had this much range. Do all three of these averages land within the range of my first one? Yes, so these aren't let me try that one again. Statistically significantly different compared to the difference I see within just one of those frequencies. So that's kind of what we're getting at there. Yes, you might see a trend in there, not even remotely close to this size of a trend difference, but these aren't statistically different enough compared to the width here. So look at your data, see if you see that same kind of thing as you're answering those questions.